Hello, and welcome to another edition of Sports Card ASMR. I'm the Sports Card Doctor, and yes, I am strange. Thank you to all the people that have been discovering this channel and sticking around. And thank you to the people that have been discovering this channel and marking it as bizarre and strange and, well, an abomination to this here very earth that we live on. I understand, but I would also encourage you to stick with us. This is a ASMR channel, and we combine sports card nostalgia and ASMR relaxation. And we understand that doesn't work for everyone, but for those that it does work for, we'd like to invite you to consider subscribing to the channel. You'll help us reach our goals. We are very close to reaching our next goal of 750 subscribers. When that happens, we are going to open up a pack of 1989 Fleer to see if we can pull the Billy Ripken swear card. If we do, I'll sell it and take you all on a trip to Cancun with me. I'm assuming that's how much it's worth now. It was worth so much in 1989. Now, we also have some other goals. We'll get to those when it's appropriate. But here's what we're going to do today. We're going to open up a pack of cards. We're going to see what's in that pack for us. Maybe put one of the cards into these handy-dandy penny sleeves that we received from our friend Eric. If you want to send stuff in, there's an address down below. Now, maybe we'll find a card that belongs in our legend stack. These are cards that we've pulled out of packs and determined that they are too good to be tossed in the garbage. They are not refuse. They are collectibles of legends. Like Guy Incognito here. Hall of Famer to be Miguel Cabrera. Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. Owen Jim Evan. Gold Cup rookie Ron Gant. Eric Davis, the most electrifying baseball player in 1990 for me. Or Doc Gooden, back when he was still the doctor. Or Steeler legend, an all-time NFL great, Mark Malone. You see, when we hit 1,000 subs on this channel, we're going to celebrate by finally putting Mark Malone into the Sports Card ASMR Hall of Fame. Before we open the cards, I want to make sure this is the most clean space that we can work on right now. So for the water heads and spray heads, this trigger is for you. You want a clean workspace. This is where I wash off all the food that I've dropped on this during the week. This was sent to us, of course, by our friend Ranger Donald. And there's a lot to choose from. A lot of choices. Some Donruss pop-up puzzle cards. Look at that. Some TOPPS big baseball cards. NFL Pro Set. I'm not going to go through these every week. Some draft pick cards from basketball. I do like these little TOPPS leader small cards. I have chihuahuas in my life, so these kind of things, they're kind of, the chihuahua of card collecting. Okay. Donruss. Last week we opened up some golf, some 89 score. Rack pack here. Got some Winston Cup cards. Get her done. Some 88 Donruss. Might come back to that there. A lot of extreme football. TOPPS Stadium Club Extreme. Look at that. Curious about the 96 baseball Cubs set here. 10 Chicago Cubs baseball cards. I'm not a Cubs fan, but I respect it. And respect them. Some 93 TOPPS, 88 TOPPS. These AA and AAA cards are that's gonna be an interesting journey there. Now, of course, I always like to highlight this. He was able to, Ranger Donald was able to send us this Beckett from 1999. I don't know if my eyes can find the prices here, but we'll open up these Olympic cards during the Summer Olympics, which is very soon. Caitlin Clark will not be in Paris. She'll be watching these videos, I'm sure. We're going to crinkle and rip this 1988 TOPPS. Rack pack. That is, if you are a collector in 1988 and you're walking through and you see this at your local Thrifty, before it became Rite Aid, your J.J. Newberry, Kmart, whatever you're going to see, a rack pack. You're going to look at this and see Eric Davis, Mike Scioscia, and an Ozzie Smith All-Star card. And you were not even going to be concerned that Ron Robinson was on the back, or a Philadelphia Phillies checklist. I mean, Mark Langston was a good guess. You are probably picking this off the rack for this Eric Davis. So, let us see what we can find in here. crinkle. What's interesting is this pack, you know, this was 88 Topps baseball, and we have 88, the greatest 88 Topps football card right there. And it all works out. All right, let's go in. All right, of course, no gum in these. The orange, the puke orange on the back there for Topps. The 87 All-Star. Now, the 87 All-Star game was a good All-Star game. Played at Oakland's Alameda Coliseum. Went, what was that, 10 innings? Extra innings for sure. I remember that one. Got Ozzie Smith here. Royals leaders. George Brett and Brett Saberhagen having a moment. Joe Carter. Joe Johnson. Jim Morrison. Loved his music. Mickey Hatcher. Future star Mike Campbell. Yes, sir. Alan Ashby. He's looking concerned as he realizes one day catchers will have to hit more than 10 home runs a year. Jeff Stone. Sean Dunston. Sean Dunston, one of the greatest arms in the game. That Dave Henderson. Airbrush card with the Giants. He, of course, would end up with the Oakland A's. Wait, do we have two Phillies? No, that's Phillies team leaders, not Phillies checklist. Donnell Nixon, brother of Otis Nixon. Rob Ducey, part of the future of the game right there. And Ron Robinson, not part of the future. Well, not a great first pack there. Dunston would have some value in a little bit. All right, we'll set that aside. Joe Carter had some value, but not a ton. All right, fair enough. I'm going to save this Eric Davis for last. I have a feeling that Davis is going to be the best card in this pack. Mike Scioscia, here we go. We are pulling some legends here. Jim Whalewander, up and coming with the Tigers at this point. Gary Templeton, look, this guy's a great player. He's an all-star, traded for Ozzie Smith famously, but it's not going to move the needle here. Bill Dawling, Mrs. excuse me, Pat, Mr. Bases loaded, Pat Dowd. Tony Pena, I like Tony Pena, it's probably common. Carlton Fisk, already 72 in this photo. Frank DiPino, Ozzie Guillen, future manager, former rookie of the year. I like that shot too, that's a good shot. Ron Hasse, looking like he's the last guy at the bar who's refusing to leave. Mike Davis, he would of course be playing for the Dodgers by the time this season got going and would be on second base when Kirk Gibson hit a fly ball onto right field. Dickie Knowles. Now see, kids, back in the day before you could just change cards real easily, you either got the Dave Henderson airbrush. Where's that Henderson airbrush card? It's literally in the, there it is. I was not going to stop this. I'm not editing that. I'm going to show you how long it took to find that Dave Henderson. If a player changed teams, like Dave Henderson, you just would paint. You just paint on there. The Topps would be like, no, he was a Giant all along. He was a Giant. Or they'd put this little note down here for you that just said, now with Tigers. Dickie Knowles, he's with the Tigers, but here he was with the Cubs. Sorry. And that was it. Andres Galarraga, good card here, but it's undervalued. Several years away from his Colorado days. And here's our Phillies checklist, Lee Elia. Just in case you wanted to know if you got a Ron Renicky or Bruce Ruffin or John Russell. Oh, baseball in the 80s. Okay. Not a great pack. Alright. I mean, I'm not even putting the Scioscia aside here. But this is the saving grace. You have this. You have this. And that is all you need. Okay. Eric Davis. Jeff Sellers. God bless him. Lance Parrish. I love this photo of Lance Parrish. He's like listening to a story on the dugout bench here, and he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you telling me the Earth is flat? But what about airplanes? When they turn around, the sun is artificial. What? The moon is hollow? Stop it. I'm dealing with a crazy person here. You can see it in his eyes. Jim Dwyer. Scott Grouts. The Atlanta leaders there. Well, wasn't a great time for them in 1988. Dwayne Ward. Great setup, man. Great setup, man. When the Blue Jays would start getting the World Series, he was key. Frank Lucchesi, manager of the Cubs. I don't know. I was around during this time. I know Don Zimmer would eventually take over. I have no memory of Frank Lucchesi. It looks like Frank Lucchesi was either a stand-in for Robert Loggia for years in the movies, or he opens up an Italian deli in Chatsworth, California or something. Frankie L's, you'd go eat there and you'd have a good time. Hey, there's Bob Melvin, manager extraordinaire. National League All-Star, left-handed pitcher Shane Raleigh. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. We got one of the greatest players of all time. That's what you tell yourself in 1988. Jose Canseco. Now, of all the pictures to put out of this electrifying player, it's this one, but hey, it's nicely framed. It's a good card. That's a good one. Then we got Tony Armas, who is, I think, the Jose Canseco of his day in the early 80s there. He had a good run. Look at that. Look at that 84 season. 43 home runs, 123 RBIs. Jose Nunez looks like he's in on the joke that he's not supposed to be a major league player. Len Matuzik and Mark Langston, great pitcher. Great pitcher. The card probably not worth a ton, but we'll set it aside there. All right. Look, a lot of bad cards. 1988 Topps is not a bad design, but they have a lot of photos like this. This is the basic aesthetic of the 88 Topps. It's like team, kind of covered by a hat, name, and then like a school photo there. Someone probably saw this and went, you know what? Maybe we should do the Leaf Studio, where we take good actual black and white photos of these players. Yeah. Not the best. Not the best. All right, but this is a good run. Look at this. Got some Hall of Famers, legendary. We got a future star. Didn't really become one. All right. Do any of them go into the penny sleeves? Mate, you know what? I gotta tell you. How could we not keep Jose Canseco? But first, you know what? Excuse me. Let me get my things. Hold on. Okay. Jose, got a couple questions for you. Where does it hurt most? Your back, shoulders, wrist, your hamate bone. It hurts in your heart. Your heart? What about your thymus? Okay. Jose, I know you're a controversial player, and a home run once happened because the ball hit your head and flew over the wall. But how do you feel now about your place in baseball history? Fascinating. You still feel you're one of the top players of the game? I wouldn't disagree. But what about the help you had? Everyone was doing it? I mean, not everyone. I don't think Len Matuzik was doing it. Len Matuzik would have done it if he could. Okay, I got it. I got it, Jose. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. All right. What about that date you had with Madonna? Oh, I can't. Well, no, I can't say that, Jose. That's not appropriate for the sports car doctor. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Pretty good. Pretty good on the corners there. No, Jose, you can stop talking. I don't need to know about the Madonna thing anymore. It was a weird time for all of us. I remember that. Okay. All right. And pretty even on the sides here. Yeah, okay. Good cut card, Jose. All right, thank you. Okay. Jose, I'm going to turn you over here, okay? Let's move Mark Langston out of the way. Jose, take a deep breath in, okay? I'm the sports car doctor. You got to trust me. You're really tight. You were always clicking your neck. You know, I know you probably a little tick, but you always had that little neck crick going. Come on, here we go. Deep breath in. And out. There you go, Jose. There you go. One more time, one more time. There you go. Okay, perfect, Jose. Now you're ready to be locked away forever. One of the greats, Jose Canseco. Okay. Locked away forever. Okay, we're keeping these cards, setting those aside. But in the time we have left here today, how about we do some slicing and dicing, huh? Look at this. Okay. That accomplishes nothing, but it's been a while since we've done some good old-fashioned scissor work around these parts. So if you thought I was strange before, look at the sports car doctor now. I love that Lance Parrish card. Bear with me here. I'm not an artist, okay? But you got a beer. Here's the table. not sports card vandals, okay? No one confused me for them, but I'm just saying, you know, here's Ron Hassey. He's holding the beer bottle. He's dripping beer, spilling it on the table. He's like, I don't want to go home. I don't want to, I'm here. Give me another round. Give me another round. All right, that's art. Art right there. Frank's. Look at Frank here, man. Eat and Frankie yells. Come on down. Like one of those t-shirts. He's like the third season of The Bear. Is this guy right here? All right. This is the menu for Frank's. Frankie House. Wouldn't you eat here? I'm probably eating here today. I'm gonna go over in Chatsworth and look for it. All right, there we go. And then last but not least, Len Matusik. You know, I think Len would have benefited from the more modern facial hairstyle. Look at that. You immediately take him more seriously. He's more of a superstar. You know, he's got a little gap in his front teeth. No shame. But now it's a little downplayed. Okay, he looks... Alright. If you squint, you're like, is that Bryce Harper? I think that's Bryce Harper. Len Matusik, Dodgers. No, not Bryce Harper. There you go. Alright. I admit, some of the weirder stuff around here with the Sports Card Doctor, but we're celebrating this rack pack. Good stuff. Jose Canseco, Eric Davis. I hope you enjoyed this fun, strange, and bizarre ASMR and sports card nostalgia video. See you next time here on the Sports Card Doctor.